What up everybody, welcome to a brand new video here in Madden 24. Today we're going to be doing a New England Patriots rebuild because Russ 2007 asked can you please rebuild the Patriots with their 2024 draft class. So today that's what we're going to be doing. By now everyone should know that the Patriots hired Maye as their head coach, but we're trying to win games here, so I'm not running any of the Patriots playbooks here in Madden simulation because they're just terrible. For the offensive playbook, I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs, which is a West Coast power run. We're setting at 80% scheme fit, which is the highest percentage of scheme fit of all the possible offensive schemes. Defensively, we're sticking with the 3-4, but I'm going with the Ravens defensive playbook because it's actually one of the better Madden simulation playbooks, so we're going to try that out for at least a year or two. 91% on that. This is what the starting lineup is looking like for the first season. We got rookie quarterback Maye getting drafted in the first round. He's going to be starting for us right away. He's a 75 overall. He does have a +2 morale boost, so it's technically a 73 overall. I did give him star dev, as I'm giving all the rookies star dev that were drafted in the first round. We also have Jalen Polk drafted in the second round. I'm going to try to make sure that he gets some playing time here. We have a lot of basically mediocre wide receivers here. I say mediocre because they're all in the 70s besides Bourne. He's an 80 overall but only has normal div. So I will be making Polk the starter, or at least in the slot anyways. And we also have, I moved Wallace to start at right tackle since he's a 71 overall with normal div. I'm going to start him over a Coro 4 since he's only a 72 overall and he's already like 26 years old. Wallace was drafted in the third round by the Patriots this year out of Penn State. I moved on Winu to left tackle since he's the highest overall offensive lineman that we have. We got Strange at left guard, 74. Andrews a 79 with star at center. So is a 74 with normal div at right guard. Hunter Henry's a 80 with star div. Smith Schuster's a 77 with star. Bourne's a 80 with normal. Polk in the slot, 74 with normal. Ramondre Stevenson is our #1 running back, 81 with star. Antonio Gibson coming over in free agency, 75 with star div. Defensively, this is what we're looking like. We got Godchild at defensive tackle, 76 with star. Christian Barmore at defensive ends, a 79 with star. I'm going to start White at the other defensive end spot. All the rookies that were in Madden from this past season in real life, they're still rookies on this roster with hidden devs and whatnot. So we're going to have like 2 rookie draft classes. That's the only way to make it happen. We got Jones at cornerback 1's 85 with star. Jones in the slot, cornerback 3, 76 with star. Christian Gonzalez, cornerback 2 is an 80 with hidden dev. Duggar at strong safety is an 84 with star. Matthew Judon, outside linebacker, is 89 with superstar. We got Bentley, middle linebacker, 83 with normal dev. And then Tobias, the other middle linebacker, 83 with normal dev. Uche is our pass rushing outside linebacker, he's 74 with star. Jarrell Peppers at free safety is an 86 with star dev. For my scouting this first season, I'm going to be focusing on defensive end and outside linebacker because I don't think that Uche is going to pan out for us to be a starter for the whole 3 years. And also Matthew Judon's up there in age, so he should be regressing. So with our 3 tier, we're going with defensive end, and we're going defensive end, outside linebacker, and then wide receiver. At the midseason point, we're currently last in the division, but we're not off to a terrible start. We're 3-4. The Bills are 6-1. The Dolphins are 4-3, and the Jets are 3-3. See what players we have to negotiate with here. We got $98 million in cap room. Kyle Duggar at strong safety. Definitely want to try to bring him back. Let's offer him this default deal. He's coming back. We got $89 million left. Uche most likely going to be moving on from him unless he just has a crazy season. KJ Osborne probably the same thing. I don't know what Chris Braswell is doing on this team. The Buccaneers drafted him, so I'm going to go ahead and not bring him back because I don't know what, he shouldn't even be on the team at all. Something's going on with this roster. It's wonky. Cora 4, definitely not bringing him back. Tristan Hill, no thanks. Austin Hooper, Jacoby Brissett, all these guys, no. End of the regular season, we finished 6-11. We missed the playoffs. The Bills went 14-3, won the division. The Jets won 11-6, and the Dolphins won 6-11. Honestly, not too mad about us going 6-11 because we're going to have a pretty high draft pick, so hopefully we can get us a good player. Check out the season stats. We had the 13th ranked offense. Maye 3rd in passing yards, 16th in passing touchdowns. Defensively ranked 11th, so not bad on defense. Maye, 4,400 yards passing, 24 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. I was hoping that he'd have less interceptions. He got a 67% completion with a 90 rating. Not a terrible rookie season. Ramondre Stevenson at running back only had 3.6 per carry. That's terrible. 821 yards, 15 touchdowns. That's pretty good though. Hunter Henry led the team in receptions and yards. He had 98 catches, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Juju had 94 catches, 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns. Douglas had 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. Kendrick Bourne, 700 yards, 2 touchdowns. How come Polk only had 11 catches, 134 yards, 3 touchdowns? I'm pretty sure I put him in the slot like 3 different times. Well, Madden simulation is terrible sometimes. Tavai, middle linebacker, led the team in tackles, 135. Duggar had 97. Tackles for loss, Judon had 18. Barmore had 13. Godchow had 13. Sacks, Judon had 9.5 along with Barmore, so that's pretty good sack production there. And then everyone else did pretty terrible with the sack production. Interceptions, barely any. Jonathan Jones had 2. Duggar, Jones, and Gonzalez had 1. The Cowboys beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl 49-14. Dak Prescott won Super Bowl MVP and regular season MVP. Mike McCarthy won Coach of the Year with the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, Offensive Player of the Year with the Cowboys. Max Crosby, Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders. We have $108 million in cap room. I'm going to let Josh Uche walk. KJ Osborne, see you later. Chris Braswell is not even supposed to be on the team. Everyone else, see y'all later. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. We need to try to get us a true #1 receiver, and we might need to try to do something at right tackle. We definitely have the cap room for it. It just depends on how the free agent class is looking. And we also need to get a pass rushing outside linebacker. That is essential. Judon's up to X Factor. That's awesome. And also, Jones is up to superstar in the slot. Awesome. Godchow lost his star depth, so we might need to try to get us a new 3-4 nose tackle. I tried to get us a new wide receiver in free agency. It was going to be Amari Cooper, but he decided to go back to the Cowboys. Also tried to get Chase Young, but he decided to go to the Chargers. So free agency, everyone else that's left available is just terrible. It's a terrible free agency class, so we're going to the draft. Here in the first round of the draft, we have pick number 8. I really wanted to try to get another pass rusher, but we got this wide receiver 100% scouted, and he's a true top 5 talent. His name is Jalen Gaines from Tennessee, 6'2", 212 pounds. He's a playmaker. Definitely need to get us a true #1 receiver for Drake Maye to throw the ball to. This guy is 21 years old. He has elite acceleration, great agility, good change of direction, good jumping, good speed with great strength. He has a lot of A's and a lot of B's. He only has normal dev, just my luck, 92 speed. Honestly, he looks a lot like Antonio Brown. Second round here, once again, it looks like there's not any good pass rush and defensive ends or outside linebackers available at the moment for this high of a pick. But this left tackle, Jerry Flynn from Oklahoma, is looking pretty good. He's 6'7", 340 pounds. He's a power scheme fit. Only got him 50% scouted, but the stuff we know about him is looking pretty good. He has great acceleration, solid agility, great change of direction, good speed, solid strength. He has A awareness, A impact block, B pass block, and B run block. He's got a hidden dev, 86 strength with 70 speed for the 340 pounder. Here in the third round, I'm going to take a chance on the speed rushing outside linebacker Greg Matthews from Penn State. He's 6'2", 241 pounds. I got him 75% scouted. He's 22 years old. He has good acceleration, solid agility, and change of direction, and then he has good jumping speed and strength. His finesse moves is guaranteed to be between an A and a B, so that's looking pretty good. His block shedding also between A and a B. His power moves, where's the power? C to a D, but that doesn't matter though. Normal dev, 82 speed. Fourth round, I'm going to take a chance on another speed rushing outside linebacker, Javier Abbott from Kentucky, 6'4", 254 pounds. We got him 75% scouted. 22 years old. It says that he's a top fit for us. He has marginal acceleration, decent agility, good change of direction, great jumping, good speed with decent strength. He does have B finesse moves for sure with B tackle. Normal dev, 82 speed. I simulated the rest of the draft picks. In the first round, we took wide receiver Jalen Gaines because he was a true top 5 guy. He has a 77 overall, so it's a pretty high overall, but it sucks that he only has normal dev. He's 21 years old, 92 speed, 94 acceleration with 82 catching, 87 jumping with 96 spectacular catch. In the second round, we took this left tackle Jerry Flynn. He's actually a 72 overall, and he did have hidden dev, so he's going to be starting for us right away at right tackle. Dude is 6'7", 340 pounds. That's a manly beast right there. 21 years old. He has 86 strength with 74 run block, 73 pass block. He already has 79 awareness with 86 lead block. The rest of these guys, honestly, not looking so great. Let's check out the entire draft class recap. #1 pick was a defensive end that went to the Titans. He was a 74 overall. Who's the highest in the whole class? A cornerback, 81 overall, that went to the Rams with the 3rd pick in the first round. And then a running back taken in the first round with the 30th pick to the Packers is a 79 overall. This is what the starting lineup is looking like for the second season. Drake Maye is a 78 with star Dev at quarterback. Stevenson's 83 with star. We got a lot of mid-tier wide receivers here, so I think I'm going to try to make a trade and see if we can't trade like a couple of these guys for a true number one guy. But we got Bourne 80 overall, Douglas 78 overall, Jalen Polk's 75 overall, Smith-Schuster is a 78, and then Gaines we just drafted in the first round is a 78. They all have normal devs, so we have a plethora of mid-tier receivers. On the offensive line, we're going to be starting Flynn at right tackle as a 74 with hidden dev as a rookie. So is at 75 with normal. Andrew 79 star. Cole Strange at left guard's a 77 with star. On Winnie was an 85 with star. And then Hunter Henry actually went up to superstar dev. He's an 82 overall. Defensively, we're going to have to figure out something about this outside linebacker spot. We do have Matthew Judon, but he's injured right now for 1 week. And then it's going to be Jennings starting beside him over here. He's a 74 with normal dev. Judon's 86 with X Factor. Bentley's 83 with normal. Tobias 83 with normal. We do have Taki also is a 77 with normal. Might need to try to do some trading here to try to get us another pass rushing outside linebacker. Pepper is at free safety is 87 with star. Duggar is 85 with star. We also have Mapu as another depth guy here, 78 with star. So we have a lot of trade pieces here potentially. At cornerback 1, we got Jones 84 with star, and then Jones in the slots a 77 with superstar. Dedrick Wise is a 77 with normal. White is a 74 with star. Godchild's a 76 with normal. Barmore's 81 with star, and then Christian Gonzalez, our number 2 corner, is up to 84 with star dev. So I'm gonna go look around and see if I can't trade for a legit number 1 receiver and a way better pass rusher. I was looking around for a hot minute at a bunch of different wide receivers and try to do offers, like get offers for a bunch of them. The only one that's willing to do anything is the Seahawks with DK Metcalf. They want to get at least a first round pick and a second round pick. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one because it's a 2027 first and second rounder, and then a 4th and then 2 7ths. DK Metcalf at this point is 26 years old. He has star dev and he's an 88 overall, so he's definitely going to be a huge upgrade for us. And we're going to be having us a true target for Drake Maye here. Spends a lot of time looking for another pass rusher. Ended up being able to get Montez Sweat from the Chicago Bears. They want 2 second-round picks and a 3rd. I'm willing to let that go. Montez Sweat is 27 years old, 85 overall with star dev. Need to get this pass rushing outside linebacker upgrade. This is what the team is looking like after the trades. We got Metcalf as our number 1 receiver. I did go ahead and let go of Bourne and Juju Smith-Schuster. I released both of them. I tried to trade them, but pretty much nobody wanted to give us anything but a bunch of dog crap for them. So I just wanted to get them off the team so we can get Douglas, Gaines, and Polk some reps at the wide receiver spot. And then on the defensive side, we got Sweat. I moved him to outside linebacker, so we're going to be having Sweat and Judon starting for us as the pass rushers. So hopefully that helps us out big time on the defense too. For my scouting, I'm going to be focusing on defensive ends and defensive tackles, also looking at the running back a little bit. Here at week 3 of the season, we were actually 2-0 off to a good start. We just beat the Jets 45-15, and we got a weekly award, so I'm going to check that out. It's going to be Drake Maye, 237 passing yards with 4 passing touchdowns. We also got the defensive player of the week. Jones had 3 interceptions. Well, here at the midseason point, we're not off to a bad start. We're actually 4-3. The Bills are 6-1, and the Jets are 4-3. Dolphins are 1-6. See what players we have to negotiate with here. We got 141 million in cap space. Jabril Peppers, I do want to bring him back. He doesn't have very much interest at all, so I'm going to offer him a 4-year deal. I was looking for a better fit, but I'll reconsider with more offers like this, so he's not ready to sign just yet. Christian Barmore, definitely do want to try to bring him back. Offer him this 2-year deal. He's coming back. Ramondre Stevenson, man, we need to do an upgrade at the running back spot. I'm going to wait on him for now. Matthew Judon, I do want to bring him back, but I'm going to wait till the end of the year since he's 32, is going to start regressing. Jonathan Jones, I'll go ahead and offer him this deal. This is a great deal. I'm just not ready to say yes right now. All right. Tavai, he's an 84 overall. He has 0 interest at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and try to offer him. Let's go 5-year deal. He's coming back. We got 100 mil left. Anybody else over here worth bringing back? David Andrews at center. I'm going to wait till the end of the year. He's probably going to lose a star dev since he's already 32. Probably going to move on from Godchild and Dedrick Wise. Cole Strange, we got a 5th-year option coming up on him. End of the regular season, we finished 9-8, missed the playoffs once again, but we are slowly starting to get better. I really think the running game is holding us back. Bills went 13-4, won the division. The Jets went 11-6. The Dolphins went 7-10. In the middle of the screen at the bottom, it says my team ranks. We had offensive points per game 7th, offensive passing yards per game 7th, offensive rushing yards per game 32nd. We got to do something about the running game, man. Defensive points per game 31st, so the defense was terrible. Check out the season stats here. 25th ranked offense, but Drake Maye was 7th in passing yards and 6th in passing touchdowns, and our defensive rank was 30th total. Drake Maye 4,000 yards passing with 32 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 67% completion with a 99 rating. Not a bad season. Need to get the interception number down some. Rushing yards, Stevenson 3.8 per carry is just not cutting it. We got to do something about the running back spot. I already said it, but we're gonna for sure make it happen. He had 800 yards and 12 touchdowns. Gibson had 8 touchdowns. Receiving, Hunter Henry 90 catches, 1,100 yards with 13 touchdowns. Dude is beasting. DK Metcalf 800 yards, 4 touchdowns. Douglas 600 yards, 2 touchdowns. Polk had almost 600 yards with 7 touchdowns, and then Gaines, the first rounder, 470 yards with 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Tavai 156 tackles. Dude's getting crazy tackles. Look, our defense is on the field a lot. We had 3 guys over 100 tackles. Tackles for loss, Judon had 17, Sweat had 14, Tavai 13, Godchild 13, Barmore 12, Wise had 10. Sacks, Judon had 11.5. That's good to see. Sweat only had 3.5. That is not good. Barmore had 4.5. Wise had 3.5. Jonathan Jones was 6 interceptions, but he did have, 3 in 1 game. Peppers had 2, Duggar had 2, and then Bentley, Tavai, and Gonzalez all had 1. The Commanders beat the Ravens in the Super Bowl 24-21, and strong safety Jartavius Martin won Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen won MVP of the regular season with the Bills. Robert Saleh, Coach of the Year with the Jets. Josh Allen, Offensive Player of the Year with the Bills. Max Crosby, Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders. We have $153 million in cap room. Jabril Peppers is definitely going to try to bring him back. Now all of a sudden he has a ton of interest in coming back to the team. Before he was like, we got a lot of money, so I'll offer him a player-friendly deal. He's coming back. Ramondre Stevenson, I'm going to go ahead and let him walk. I'm going to try to upgrade the running back spot because he's not getting it done. Matthew Judon, definitely want to bring him back. Let's go with the 3-year deal. He's coming back. Cole Strange, I'm not picking up the 5th-year option on him. Jonathan Jones, he wants a 1-year deal for about $7 million. We did try to bring him back already and he turned the offer down. I'm going to go with this 2-year player-friendly deal to just make sure he comes back, and he does. Wilson, moving on. Anyone else over here want to bring back? Andrews, yes, I do want to bring him back at center. Still a 78 overall. He's down to normal dev. Dedrick Wise, I'm going to move on from him. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. Drake Maye's up to superstar. That's good to see. We got to do something at running back. We already know that. Wide receivers, I think we're still looking pretty decent there. Offensive line's looking good. Tight end, Hunter Henry's up to X factor. Defensively, we need to get a new defensive tackle. And, I guess we can go with Sweat again, outside linebacker. He didn't really do much for us, but maybe he'll do better in the second season on the team. Everywhere else, we're looking good. So just D-tackle. Running back, man. Running back. In free agency, the best running back by far was Ramondre Stevenson, so I went ahead and signed him, but I'm not going to make him the starter, though. I'm going to try to do what I can to trade for a better running back. And then defensive tackle, we got Michael Pierce, the best available. Dude, 6 foot, 355 pounds. He's an 81 overall with star dev. Got him on a 1-year deal. Looking around for a running back, and I was able to get Najee Harris from the Steelers. I did have to give up a 1st-round pick in the next year's draft. Realistically, that wouldn't happen, but we need to go ahead and do something about the running back spot. Also had to give up Gibson. 1st round, we have pick number 18. I have this defensive end 100% scouted, and he's a true 1st-round talent. His name is Brian Lawson from Oklahoma. He's 6'6", 268 pounds. He's a power rusher. He's 23 years old. He has elite acceleration, solid agility, great change of direction, good jumping, great speed, great strength. He has A power moves with A tackle and B awareness. He's got normal dev, 83 speed with 88 strength. I simulated the rest of the draft picks because we really didn't have very many other picks, and the team is already pretty much stacked as it is. We drafted Brian Lawson in the first round. He's a 75 overall. Only has normal dev. He has 77 power moves, 59 finesse moves. That's terrible. 83 speed with 88 acceleration and 81 tackle. In the third round, the computer drafted this cornerback, Tony Jackson. He's a 73 overall, but he only has normal dev. Check out the entire NFL draft recap. Number 1 pick was a cornerback, 80 overall, went to the Titans. Highest in the whole class was that same guy. There was another corner. There was 3 corners here. They were all 77 overalls that were drafted in the third and second rounds. For this third and final season of the rebuild, I'm changing the defensive playbook to Atlanta's 3-4 scheme. It's actually a really good playbook in Madden simulation, so hopefully it does good for us. Sticking with the Kansas City offense. We got a good running back now, so hopefully that helps the offense get over this hump. This is what the starting lineup is looking like for the third and final season. Drake Maye is an 81 with superstar div. We traded for Najee Harris at running back. He's an 86 with star. We also have Stevenson backing him up. He's an 85 with star. Apparently the computer drafted a hidden dev guy. He's only a 69 overall. Metcalf is a 90 with star dev as a number 1 receiver. Douglas is a 79 with normal. Gaines is a 80 with normal, wide receiver 2. Henry is a 81 with X factor. Flynn's a 77 with star. So is a 76 with normal. Andrews is a 80 with normal. Strange is a 78 with star. Onwenu is a 86 with star at left tackle. Defensively, the defensive end that we drafted is actually a 76 overall, so he's better than White, so he's going to be starting right away with normal dev. Brought in Pierce in free agency. He's an 83 with star dev to be our nose tackle. Barmore's an 82 with star. Gonzalez is now our number 1 corner. He's an 85 with star. Jones still has superstar even though he's 79 overall. And then Jones is our number 2 corner, 82 with star. Duggar's an 86 with star at strong safety. Peppers is an 87 with star at free safety. Matthew Judon's still holding an 84 overall with the X factor. Tobias an 84 with star. Bentley's an 83 with normal. And then Montez Sweat 85 with star. We need to get more sack production from you, buddy. Hopefully this Falcons defensive playbook helps us get that. At the midseason point, we're off to a decent start. We are 4-3, currently second in the division to the 4-2 Dolphins. The Jets are 4-3 and the Bills are 2-5, so the division is looking pretty competitive. The regular season, we went 8-9. We finished dead last in the division. Once again, not making the playoffs. The Jets won the division with a 10-7 record. The Dolphins went 9-8 and the Bills went 8-9. See what happened with the stats here. Offensively ranked second. Drake Maye first in passing yards, but only 14th in passing touchdowns. Defensively actually did decent, ranked 13th. That's way better than last year. Drake Maye, 4,600 yards passing with 28 touchdowns. We had 22 interceptions. That's terrible. 66% completion with a 91 rating. Rushing yards, Najee Harris actually did pretty good for us. He had 1,100 yards, 4.6 per carry with 12 touchdowns. And then Stevenson still had 9 touchdowns for us in a backup role. Receiving, Demario Douglas had 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Gain had 1,000 yards, 1 touchdown. Metcalf 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. And then Hunter Henry almost had 1,000 yards with 5 touchdowns. Najee Harris 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Tobias had 127 tackles leading the team. Sweat, Barmore, and Pierce all had 13 tackles for loss. Judon 9.5 sacks. Sweat had 7.5. That's a little bit better, but I want these guys to have like 15 sacks each, man. The rookie Lawson had 4 sacks. Barmore had 3.5. Interceptions, barely got any. Gonzalez had 2, and then Mapu, Jones, and Peppers all have 1. The Ravens beat the Falcons in the Super Bowl 24-17, and Odafe Oweh won Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson won MVP of the regular season with the Ravens. Arthur Smith, Coach of the Year with the Falcons. Lamar Jackson also won Offensive Player of the Year with the Ravens. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year with the Cowboys. Center David Andrews retires after 11 years. This is what the final team is looking like. Drake Maye has developed good on paper. He's up to 85 with superstar dev, but the dude just threw too many interceptions. Let's check out his 3 years here in depth. He threw 18 interceptions as a rookie and then 16 interceptions last year, and that was his best season with a 99 rating. And then this season, 22 interceptions, a 91 rating. Threw for a lot more yards, only 28 touchdowns. Yeah, he just loves to throw interceptions for some reason. Najee Harris is regressing a lot. He's already down to an 82 overall. He was an 86 when the season started. Metcalf's up to a 91 with star. Douglas is an 80 with normal. Gaines is an 81 with normal. Henry still has X factor even though he's only an 80 overall. Flynn at right tackle is a 79 with star. So at right guard is a 78 with normal. We got a different Andrews at center now since the original Andrews retired. Strange is a 79 with star. Onwenu is an 87 with star. Defensively, Michael Pierce went all the way down to a 77 with normal div. Lawson's a 77 with normal. Barmore is an 83 with star. Gonzalez an 86 with star. Jones is all the way down to 80 with normal, and then the other Jones is up to 81 with superstar. Duggar at strong safety is an 83 with star. Judon's all the way down to a 79 with normal div. Tavai is an 83 with star. Bentley's an 82 with normal. Sweat went up to superstar with 86 overall, and then Peppers is an 84 with star div. Overall, it was not a great rebuild. I mean, this team is definitely going to take multiple years to rebuild, most likely in real life. Every once in a while, you have a team like the Cincinnati Bengals that would just all of a sudden jump up there and ball out like crazy if they get someone like Joe Burrow that can make up for all the other bad spots on the team. But that's going to be it for the video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers right now. I'm getting very close. Please help me out with that. Hit the like button. Say something down in the comments. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.